Welcome to Inside The Lipton Tea. I'm Brad Brock playing the part of Mr. James Lipton. Today we have Miss Bethany Lynn, a country singer-songwriter extraordinaire.
Your voice is so soothing.
Thank you. It's my best James Lipton impersonation. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right.
Let's do this.
Bethany, what is your favorite word?
I know Dad has a few ideas. Wait, what's my favorite word? Well, it's definitely a swear.
You could save
that.
that for another question.
Maybe the F word.
Okay.
I say the F word a lot.
You should save that one.
Okay.
All right.
Trust old Brad.
I'm having a hard time here.
It's a tough interview, believe
favorite
me.
word?
I know.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Like I am like, what favorite word? I'm like
Utilize.
my favorite color. My favorite. How about? Oh, jeez, mesmerizing.
Ooh, see?
I like using that as like a description for something. Like, wow, it's mesmerizing. Like I can't take my eyes off of it. It's mesmerizing.
Mesmerize.
Has me in like a trance, you know.
Love it. Love it.
Mesmerizing.
All right. What is your least favorite word?
That one I can think of. Probably like something like problematic.
Okay.
Like, problematic. Like, okay. Like, why? Tell me what is problematic about that word. Because I feel like when you're just like, oh, it's very problematic. It's like, okay, why don't you just tell me what's wrong? Rather than just saying, oh, it's problematic. Like, there's a million problems. It's like, why don't you just tell me what the problem is?
Not constructive,
and
right?
then I can figure it out. But saying problematic is kind of like dodging saying like what you really feel. Like, tell me how you really feel. Like, what is problematic about it?
I like
Love
that.
I don't like that word.
What turns you on?
Preferably my dad not being in the room. That's a big one.
What turns?
What turns me on? I will. People that are like really passionate about something and like know like what they want in life, like that's a turn on. Like even if it's like something stupid, that's like, oh yeah, like I like laying nails into a piece of wood. It's like I'm really passionate about that. It's like cool.
Nice.
Like like cool. As long as you're passionate about something and you like are driven for like that one thing, like that's like a turn on for me. Like I'm like, oh, he likes this a lot. Like he's really into that. So I guess that's a turn on.
Passion.
Yeah, that's nice.
What turns you off?
People who are like really really like protective, like overprotective. I'm just like, I go to bars by myself. Like I'm fine. Like you don't need to protect me. Like I'm okay. So people that are just like, I don't know if it's like protective or like clingy, but like people who are clingy, I'm like,
I need my space.
Dad says Florida drivers.
There you go. We're gonna put Steve on the hot seat after this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next.
Well, what is your favorite curse word?
Oh, okay. Well, that's easy. Fuck.
There you go.
I also really, I don't know what else do I use a lot. There's one word that I use a lot, and people are like, "Wow, you use that word a lot," and it's an interesting word.
And it's a curse word?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's like two put together.
Ah.
Oh, I love the word dickhead. I love calling people dickheads. Like, I'm like, you fucking dickhead.
It's a combination of the two. It's perfect.
You got a dick for a head, you dickhead.
What profession other than your own would you like to try?
I'm like always like really into like weird things. Like I guess if I never was like a musician or something and I went to school, like I'd probably be like a vet or like something really random like an orthodontist.
Nice.
Like,
That is random.
Like, I really like when I had braces, I was really like I always paid attention to what they were doing with my mouth. I'm like, what you doing with my teeth? Like, I'm like, you get out of there. And I'd be like, you did this one wrong. You put the bracket on crooked and now my tooth is crooked. And like, and they told me when they took the braces off, they were like, your jaw is completely unaligned. And they're like, we could break it and like give you headgear for like 2 years and then like braces for another 2. And I'm like, guys, I just had braces for 2 years. Why did you guys not notice this? Like someone was not doing their job right. Like I'm like someone was screwing this up.
Oh, so music, you know, you lose your passion for music one day. Orthodontics is right up your alley there. Yeah, and for the money.
Yeah.
What job would you not do under any circumstance?
Oh, any kind of office job. Definitely accounting. I'm very bad with numbers. My mom's always wanted me to work at the bank, and I'm just like,
not today.
I'm like,
Not
even I
today.
know there's like machines that like count it, but I'm just like, yeah, that's not happening. Like, I'm like, it's. Oh, why don't you work for the bank? I'm like, I just
feel like that's such an archaic thing to say. Why don't you just go work at the bank?
like it's
Like get a real job.
No, I just feel like they think because you work with money that you're going to
Yeah.
make money. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no, that's not how it works. Like, I'm just counting other people's money. Doesn't mean
Right.
I'm making
Which is
money.
super depressing.
It is depressing.
And you know what? Nowadays, you need a college degree to do it. So,
Yeah, it's true. I have one more question for you.
yes.
If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
I thought you'd never make it.
Yeah. Nice. You did. You
Very
made
good,
it.
very good.
You made it to the end of the Lipton Tea. All right. Thank you guys for sitting in with us. And thank you, Bethany, for going through that with us. Back to our regularly scheduled show.